This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bang out, fan. 18. Check nickel.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Tight ends on Ringo. Hey, 4 down. 4 left. 45 to Mike. Yeah. Alert. 45.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Hey,
Jameis to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Let's go, G. Tighten it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready? Black 25. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, let's get a good person. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait.
To the air again with Winston. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Check 31. Check 31. Undercut. Hey, 5 on the 50. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Jones has it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll throw again. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? You ready? 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Jameis now on 1st down. This complete to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Green, triple T.
To throw is Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 14.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense wins championships, baby. 49.
Now Winston. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Check 43.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tight. Waiting.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, we got tight right. Alert. 3 down.
Look left.
On third down, Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check Mike 45. Let's go, baby. Alert. Get that ball.
Alert.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
45, Mike, 45. Check. Slam.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.